'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and I'm here to present your top plays of the week. October is here, and the top plays are dropping like leaves. Let's see what you've got. Tipping things off with JXZH. Late in the game, and they're looking for a win. Steals the ball, pushes the ball, and then dunks the ball over two defenders.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Gotta make a grand entrance when you're on the road. The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports.
NBA.
Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here's KD, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Jokic kicks to Barton. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Pass to Harris. Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Irving from long range, cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the inside, and Millsap slams it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving way outside. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dinwiddie against Harris. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Harris, no good. KD against Jokic. Millsap with the steal. Now here's Murray. Now Harris. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too. Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The Nuggets trail.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
The free throw off from Irving.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
And Katie, here we go. And then Durant with the dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And here are the Nuggets now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Barton, good, and Harris gets the assist.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 8 points. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Irving. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And there's the feed to Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Barton outside. Murray surveying the D. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Harris looking it over. Back to Murray from the arc. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 23.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Feeds to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Irving misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good. That would have tied it.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
KD with the bucket.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
And here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. And there's Murray on the assist from Harris.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Jamal has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now here's Jordan following the miss by Jamal Murray.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Now the pass to Grant. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Oh, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's Murray following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Yep, it counts. Jokic has got 6.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area. He'll scorch you.
Irving's shot is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Irving launches it from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Murray against Harris. Nets leading by 4. Outside Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Grant up top. From outside the arc, another 3 for Denver.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And a wide open look for Porter. Again, the Nuggets score.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. from stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 5. Irving for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 40 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Irving looking for an opening. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Just so smooth pulling up there off the dribble. Porter terrific at being unpredictable and knowing when to take that shot.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Porter's got 9 points.
And that jump shot by Porter is pure. Has such a fluid shooting motion. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And the turnover again by Denver. Brooklyn leading by 9. From deep. No good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
In the corner, it's Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For 3, Harris drains the three-pointer. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here are the Nets. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. The Nuggets trail by 14. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Craig. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team and as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Here is Porter. Morris kicks to Craig. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And the technical free throw is good. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's LeVert in for Luwawu. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap is checked in for Grant. And Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. A 3 from Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Harris inside the line. Jordan. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 10.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Durant. Oh, what a dunk!
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Plumlee. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that? The flush from Harris. People forget this guy is 6'6", and he's got a little burst and bounce, too.
Morris outside to the paint. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. And Denver also making a switch. Barton's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 11-point game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Durant, here we go. And KD throws it down.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 10. LeVert against Barton. Passes to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Barton that time on the assist from Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Nets leading by 11. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Murray's checked in for Monte Morris.
One shot.
Free throw drops for KD. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Wasted no time on that one. Harris has got 10.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Barton.
Very respectable perimeter game that Will Barton has, fully capable of connecting from there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Nuggets shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Denver calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Murray finds Barton. Now, here's Jokic. And it's sent back by KD.
That extraordinary reach, combined with good timing, makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Harris with it. He's got 9. Outside Millsap. Here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And finished off by KD.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Murray following the bucket by the Nets. Shoots from the line, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor, off the catch or dribble.
And KD throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the basket by Harris.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season.
2 shots.
And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure You're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Taurean Prince comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Durant.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
On the wing, Harris. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in. Now here's Murray. 20 points for him. Back to Barton. That one, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. Good, he hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Murray outside. Barton, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got 13.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Barton, no luck. Nets leading by 13. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Lets it fly from 18. And Denver again with the bucket. It's the Nets now. Here's Prince. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Murray. Harris outside. Here's Jokic. That one goes. Count it.
Timeout.
10 points for him.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for LeVert. Denver also making some changes. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Murray. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Takes a 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Jordan outside. Barton with the rebound. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Craig. Grant gets a wide open look, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. A deep three from Irving. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Irving double team. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
The pass to Jokic. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Murray, good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points, 62!
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Craig, he has 5. Open shot by Murray. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Murray's got 26 points. Here's Luwawu. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. Pass to Craig. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Craig's got 8.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Can he keep it going? And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Murray outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Irving for 3. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some serious shooting. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
To come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 3 steals, and 3 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Oh, that's a dazzling display by Kyrie Irving so far. One of the most creative players in the league. Kyrie is always finding new ways to score.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now, Jokic, second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, I love LeVert's demeanor. Even under pressure, this guy stays calm and just does his job.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And yep, another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Murray outside. Millsap passes to Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up there.
And KD throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Murray outside. To the middle. Here's Harris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harris has got 17 now.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
LeVert the pass to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
And here is Harris. He's got 17. Murray with it. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jokic finds Barton. 6 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the jam.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Here's Murray. He has 38 in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Barton, and Durant sends it back. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
The Nets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. That's good from Durant. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Morris against Irving to halt the run. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Millsap, and it's sent back by KD. Here's Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Millsap misses. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-5 run. The drive by KD.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Millsap left side. Drills it from outside. Millsap's got 11 points.
Tell you what, Millsap's range is sneaky good now. I mean, he can draw his man away from the hoop with his three-point shooting ability.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Barton kicks to Morris. Back to Barton. And it's sent back by KD. And the layup falls. Durant's got 48. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Harris against Harris. Morris, left side, beyond the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 7 points in the game.
Love seeing this from Harris. I mean, proving how effective he can be as a passer.
Here's Harris. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. That one falls.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Denver's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Barton surveying the floor. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jared Allen. Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Prince in for Durant. Denver also making some changes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. He doesn't get the second one.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
And Brooklyn has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here is Morris. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now, here is Morris. He dishes it to Porter. Grant the pass to Morris. And Denver again with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Dinwiddie. Denver getting their last shot to go. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, what a big night for Porter Jr. The coaching staff believes he has the potential to play like this all the time.
Denver's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Morris, no good. Brooklyn's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Prince. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Prince has got his second basket of the night. The Nuggets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of the specialties. A fantastic jammer who really wrecks that rim.
Dinwiddie with it, now guarded by Porter. Dinwiddie's shot is off. With the teardrop, the layup good by Porter. Porter's got 18 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Here's Porter. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Porter. He's got 20. Now here's Jordan. Down low. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists here tonight.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Nuggets shooting a superb 63% from the field. Here's Craig, guarded by Harris. Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Porter against Prince, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, taking good high percentage looks that come naturally to him. You've got to love the shot selection of Prince.
Denver calls timeout.
And without a doubt, Taurean Prince comes in looking for his shot. At times, however, he can have tunnel vision.
You know, Greg, it's funny you say that because I like to think of it more as selective seeing, and he wants to see the basket more than he sees his teammates. But that's not all bad for a guy like Prince. I mean, you know, some teams actually need a player who's aggressively looking to score at all times, and I think ultimately, though, it'll limit his usage if he can't become a better distributor of the ball as well.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harris. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Morris. Now here's Murray. He has 38 in the game. And it's Grant in the corner. There's the three. The rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Dinwiddie's got 9 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 10, and Dinwiddie over to help. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Craig, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Irving against Murray. Fires top of the key. Again, the Nets for 2.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Yep, that one goes in there. Craig's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And it's Murray penetrating. Basket good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Luwawu is out there with Karuch. Then it's Johnson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Temple in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And that one's good. Daniels.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Temple. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Temple's got his first bucket in this one. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Daniels. Passes it to Murray. From downtown, and Troy Daniels. Good for 3. Daniels has got 5 points now this quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
It's hauled in by Bates Diop.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The pass to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 42 in the game.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Temple. And that one off the back of the rim and in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Temple. Unable to get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Daniels. Here's Murray. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. From deep. Denver grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Right at the free throw line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Fires it up. It's good from the top of the key. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. For 3, Murray. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Nets shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Here's Daniels. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Timeout called, the Nets. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Here's Daniels. Deep 2 from Murray. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Murray's got 46 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Murray. Here's Bates Diop. Karuch grabs the board. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Now Daniels. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And Denver has possession. Murray outside. He feeds it to Millsap. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Johnson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Nets making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Vonleh. In the corner, Daniels. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Daniels has got 9 points here in the second half.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Got that one up quick.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Daniels with it, guarded by Crawford. And that one's good. Daniels.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Bates Diop, and it's Denver scoring again.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Johnson, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And here's Daniels. On the wing, Morris. A 3-ball. Plumlee trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Daniels.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Teardrop shot, and Crawford lays it up and in. Morris with the ball. pass to Daniels. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And stolen by Vonleh. Releases. Bates Diop misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the shot goes in from Karuch.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. To the inside, and the dunk by Vonleh.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Now, here is Morris. To the paint, knocks it loose. It's stolen by Allen. The net shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. And the shot goes in from Karuch.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Denver's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is good.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
It's hauled in by Bates Diop. Nugget shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Morris, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Deep two from Crawford. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Daniels. Here's Bates Diop. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
2 minutes to go.
The net shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Johnson, that's for 2. And the Nets miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the wide open shot from Morris. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Crawford's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Crawford. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Denver's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Daniels, and he banks in the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 22. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. .55 seconds left in the fourth. Puts one up from 19. Allen's shot is off. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. On the wing, Daniels jacks up a three. And again, Denver with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Allen. The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 21.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Craig, good.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. To the right side. Passes to Crawford. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.